Hello, thank you for logging on to satalktoday.com. If you're watching us on YouTube, you're watching us on our Silver Fox Multimedia Studios channel. And if you're on our Facebook, welcome and thank you so much. Today I am super duper uber excited. I have one of the most delicious people in San Antonio, not a native, but we definitely don't hold that against her. We're so happy to have her here, Ms. Chloe Reed. She is the CEO and founder of GlamNailz, and she is an amazing businesswoman and an even more amazing, if possible, nail artist. And so she's going to be here to tell us all the fabulous things of doing nails, what goes wrong when you don't see her, and what goes right when you do. So thank you for coming on. Yay! Now I super duper love you, and you know that.
Yeah,
so I always tell you, right, I just want to keep you in my pocket and feed you small treats. And I haven't had nails for a while, but I'm about to start getting nails again. So I'm very excited.
Exactly.
But I know that you've been doing nails so long that I can trust you, because I've seen some really gnarly pictures of when nails have gone wrong.
Yes,
and
I've seen those pictures.
That's why I know you are like meticulous with everything you do. And so tell us now, like, what makes a good nail artist safe for someone to visit?
Well, I like to have sanitation. Like, that's key with anything. You want to make sure that when you walk in, you're either washing your hands or they're giving you some hand sanitizer before you sit down. You know, in addition to your introduction, like, this is me, this is what I do, blah, blah, whatever. I use all one-time use files, so, like, the files are never used on another person. They're always used with you, and then they're pill and stick, so I toss them out.
Nice.
So nobody ever gets the same file. Sanding bands is all different. On my bits, if I'm using, like, e-file bits, those are all sanitized as well, in between clients, as well as with the pedicure chair, because I have a new pedicure chair now.
Pedicure chair, can hardly wait, go sit in there and get my, now does it do the massage?
It doesn't massage just yet, but we're looking at getting another chair top. But what I wanted was, I wanted the basin that I didn't have to clean out, so this one has disposable liners. And so every time I'm done, that liner is tossed and each client gets a new liner.
See, that's the thing. That was one of the first things I ever saw, like, when nails go wrong kind of shows, where they had, like, somebody walk in with a camera and they actually asked the owner if they could unscrew the filter, and then they went in and they scraped it out, and it was just all this toe junk funk from, like, all the customers that had ever sat in that chair. And the poor guy was like, no, we clean all the time. And it's like the lady who was doing the interview was like, okay, you cleaned the bowl, but you never cleaned the filter to the jet.
I mean, of course, I've gone to school for a very long time. I actually have 2 master's degrees and a degree in fashion. And I've been doing nails for about 11 years now, and I instruct as well. And pretty much what my degrees help me do is figure out exactly what I do want to do and what I don't want to do. So I pinpointed, like, okay, I love doing nails, that's all I'm going to do. So if something is related to nails and it fits within the scope of how I operate my business, then I'll do it. Because I do hands-on classes for students who are in school. I work with the manufacturer and I teach for them. I mean, I go to Houston, Austin, Dallas, or whatever to teach those classes, and also do, like, one-on-one. So
that is awesome. So if you've ever been interested in the beauty industry, definitely.
If you're a student that's currently taking classes for cosmetology or manicuring specifically, then I can work with you as far as classes.
What if they're just interested and they're just like, I want to get my nails done, I want to talk to Chloe about what the industry holds for me?
Yeah, well, they can call me and I could do a couple phone consultations about that.
They can actually come pay you to get their nails done.
Yeah, then we can chit-chat about chit-chat about businesses and get, some cool nail art, see if it's something that you really want to do. Because I don't think people understand that when you get into something where you have to market yourself, that it's going to be a little bit harder. It's not about the competition, it's about how you market yourself and what type of quality service you offer.
See, that's why you need her as a mentor if you're getting into the business. Any business, actually. I love to talk with Chloe all the time. I'm like, Chloe, I'm evolving again. And she's like, what happened now? And then she's like, well, you did this and that and that. And I'm like, oh, and then I look much better. And I have some new ideas. But you have like 1,000 designs, don't you? Like, every time I go in there, you have like all these cool different shapes.
Yeah, because I'm
blings.
always practicing something new or getting inspiration from stuff you see. Like now when you watch any award shows, they have the nail red carpet. So they just show you different nail looks. They show you different outfits and you get inspiration from that. So I just pull my inspiration from everything. I go to the museums and look at, different art and everything around and just try to see what I can come up with next that's like the new and next best thing.
Wow. So your fashion degree that you have, so you integrate in your nail fashion art with that.
Yes.
So what's the new thing in fashions? I've seen a lot of the cat claws. Metallics.
So kitten claws or stilettos, and then definitely metallics. And of course gems. If you can get like Swarovski crystals. I've done a lot of nails with Swarovski crystals and full cover crystal sets, which I'm looking to do more. All glitter sets. Like nails are just, every single finger is just prismatic with glitter.
Blinging.
Yeah. Blinging.
Okay, so that's on your website.
Yes.
What is your website?
It's www.GlamNailz.com.
I love how she puts the Z at the end of the nails.
Because it's spicy. You gotta have a Z.
It is. It's very zesty and spicy.
Exactly.
Well, that's why I do the JCQI, because it's just something different.
It's gotta be different. You can't be the same as everybody. Nails. Everybody does nails. I do nails.
Nails. So yeah, www.GlamNailz with a Z.com, and you'll get to see all her amazing stuff. So the Swarovski crystal sounds super duper uber interesting to me.
Exactly.
But that's the thing is, how do I keep them on when I have them? Because you know, I do 1,000 things.
Right. So there's a certain thing that we can do called nail care, and when you have nails with things sticking up off of them, you wear gloves when you do cleaning and things like that. Because they're nails, they're not indestructible, but to maintain our look, we need to protect our nails because they're an investment more than anything. You don't use your acrylic nails or whatever, gel nails to do anything that you can't use your natural nails to do.
So, like the gloves, just like the plastic ones you buy
just dish gloves. I use the dish gloves, the yellow ones, the ones that come all the way down to here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when I'm doing dishes, if I'm cleaning the bathroom, I always have gloves.
And then when you put your hand into the laundry, into the washer, to bring out the clothes and put them in the dryer.
No, but those clothes are not soaking wet, so they're pretty wringed out. But
they kind of rub on sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
And then if you know, you're like, blink. And then if you're like me, you're like, wah. And then you're like, Chloe 911.
And then I get all those weird texts with like emotions like, oh my god, my nails. No. Yeah, use gloves. If you think it's going to be a problem, use gloves to do it.
Yeah, definitely.
A lot of tanning creams can mess up your polish.
Really?
Sometimes bleach and those cleaners can make your polish chip. If you have brand new jeans and they have the indigo in them, the color in the jeans can rub off on your nails and so it'll dull them.
Wow. Well, that's the thing is I don't really like to use bleach because it's bad. It's bad for the skin. But if you have those beautiful nails that Chloe just put her whole heart and soul into.
Right, and come back and it's like makeup all in the nails. I'm like, dude, what did you do?
Yeah, and that's it, you know, because of I have obviously a darker foundation.
Yep,
and then I use the black eyeliner and the mascara. And though I'm sitting there going, no, really, I did. I showered this morning. And she's like, that's makeup. And I'm like, wow, it's amazing how much stays in there.
Yeah, because makeup is really pigmented. And it's pigmented to stay on your face to give you the look that you want. Well, that can get on your nails and it can stain your nails just like it gets on your clothes and it stains your clothes.
So the little files and then just soak. Do you recommend like in between visits with you that we do extra conditioning of the cuticles or anything?
Definitely. Cuticle oil is a twice a day thing and hand cream every single time you wash your hands you need to be putting on hand cream.
Twice a day cuticle?
Twice a day, at least twice a day. That's like the minimum.
Take notes twice a day.
So I like to tell my clients in the morning when you brush your teeth, put your cuticle oil on, and at night when you go to sleep, before you go to sleep when you brush your teeth, put your cuticle oil on. Wow. So that's at least twice. But if you got your hand cream in during the day whenever you're washing your hands, because a lot of that antibacterial soap is drying, then you want to make sure that you're rubbing that into that cuticle area as well and getting it all over your hands.
And hands, everybody's always so focused on the face and the Botox. Hands will give away your age.
They will. So you want to have a good hand cream and you want to make sure you're using it because when you're meeting new people, especially if you're networking and marketing, you're going to shake their hand. And they're going to be like, oh, this girl must do a lot of work, but I can't tell by her hands. Right. And that also starts like a lot of the hand creams have SPF in there. So sometimes if you're getting like those brown spots in your hands, that can help with that because you need to have a protectant on your hands.
Yeah, and that's the thing is necks and hands I think are just ignored. Now how about the petties?
Okay, petties are like my favorite. You should at least, on the very least, get a petty once a month. And that's just to make sure you're taking care of the toenails if you're a runner or if you do a lot of walking or if you wear a lot of shoes where your toes are like in close quarters. You want to make sure you're keeping those toenails trimmed and at least the cuticles pushed back. You don't want somebody to be doing a lot of cutting on your feet. And you don't want them using like that Credo blade, like the cheese grater. You don't want them using that too. There's a lot of different ways to remove callus off of the foot without actually cutting. So
yeah,
that's important.
Good to know, because runners and ballerinas and
they lose toenails.
It happens, and because you're hitting up against the thing, and then when terrible things happen, like when the nail grows too long and the sock will go underneath, and then it's hitting, it just boop.
It can create an issue. And then a lot of times when people come, they try to come to me and say, well, you know, I have an ingrown toenail. Can you get it out? Because they usually get it out. And they is like the non-standard salon. With an ingrown toenail, because it's going into your actual skin, you need a podiatrist to get that out. That is not a nail technician. We're not clear for that. We're not licensed for that unless they're a medical nail tech, and that is a real thing. They're certified to get that out. Then, you know, you can go to them, but you want to check their credentials first. But if it's an ingrown toenail and it's a serious thing, you need to get your podiatrist to get that out for you. And then the nail technician can help you by maintaining it, by keeping that area clipped clean. You don't want to file into your like corners of your toenail, and you don't want to pull stuff out. That's how those things are created.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember when I was a little girl, I had a few ingrown toenails, and I was horribly painful, really bad.
I've had them too, and I have gone to podiatrist and let them get it, and I'm not missing the toenail.
Yeah.
Because he went in, he cut it the right way it's supposed to be cut, and it has not grown back.
So now I know you were thinking to look into that, and I know you were maybe counseling others who were thinking to go into that. Is that like a big field growing with the whole diabetes out there?
It is, and you can work specifically with a podiatrist. That way they refer their clients to you or their patients to you, so that you can maintain their feet when they're not coming. And then a lot of times the podiatrist is going to cut it, but he's not going to file it, he's not going to shape it up, and he's not going to polish it.
What?
All he's right. So I mean, that is like the next step that I'll be taking in the next couple months, is doing the medical nail tech courses, because that's something else that I haven't seen in this area at all, and it's a niche market, so I'm going to get into it.
Yeah, and unfortunately there is so much more diabetes now than there was 15-20 years ago, and so you definitely want to come see Chloe. Now you just moved, because you've been, first you were mobile. When I first met Chloe, my delicious Chloe, I had my little first studio, and we're not going to talk about all those issues there, but I was like, I love you and I want you to be in my pocket all the time, and she's like, yeah, no, I travel, I work. And then you got over here off of Bandera 1604, and now you've just moved off of 281 1604. Tell us about your new location.
Okay, so I'm back at 281, and I'm on Evans now. Actually, there's a giant HEB Plus there. I'm at the Phoenix Salon Suites, Suite 122.
122.
And the reason I moved over there, it's bigger. There's a larger market, and the suite was bigger and brighter. So I wanted to offer my clients a different type of atmosphere. And it's also the middle point between a lot of my Northwest clients, and I have clients that come to me even from Cibolo that are getting their nails done with me because they like the way I do it. And so that was like, I need to have a middle point for everybody to come to.
I think that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Definitely. Because once you have your nails done with Chloe, you're going to be addicted to Chloe. And you're just going to be like texting her. Now you take your appointments online now.
Yeah, they just text me and they make appointments.
Okay, good.
Yep.
So that's super simple.
Yeah.
Because I know other people were doing, like, you have to log in and create a password, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I can't barely remember my password for my bank, which is so important that I know every day.
Definitely.
How am I going to remember this that I do every 2 weeks or 3 weeks at most, right?
Right. Yep. So they find that link right on my website in order to make an appointment, or they can text me directly. I do appointments specifically because I have a lot of business ladies, and they like to come in. They notice that their set time. They're not waiting. I don't have people waiting.
Good.
That drives me crazy when somebody starts waiting, like, what time do you think y'all get in? Like, I'm specifically by appointment.
Awesome. So make sure you go on to www.glamnailz.com and either click with her online, or you can just text her, which I love the texting. I'm a huge texter.
I like texting too.
So what's the text number so we can put that out there?
It's going to be, because I'm a Detroiter originally, and I love my hometown. I'm never going to change my number. It's area code 313-530-5214.
5214-313-530-5214. So tell me, if I have a girlfriend who wants to come, because you know my beautiful business partner is back in town.
Right.
Woo-hoo, my Lisa, if you're watching. Can we come in and one sits there while the other one's getting worked on? And is there enough room?
There is enough room for at least 2 people in the salon besides myself. So
but
I can have
niños.
Yeah, no children.
No children.
It's a relaxing atmosphere. You can't relax if your kid's like, Mom, I'm hungry. Mom, let's do this. What color polish is it? Can you polish your nails? No children.
So nobody under, what, 18?
Yeah.
Unless they're getting their nails done.
Unless they're getting their nails done. You know, I do a lot of girls for prom and King's Days and stuff like that because they want to have nails crazy to go with their dresses and things like that. But, yeah, no babies.
We have a big pageant coming up, too, that you're going to need to do nails for. October 11th and 12th, we have the Miss Texas United America, so you can win your own crown. Ooh. I know, it's exciting. And, you know, even if you're not going out for a pageant, a quince, a bridal, you still want to take care of those details because, let me tell you, you don't want to have toe issues.
You don't want to have toe issues.
You don't want to have finger issues, too.
Right, you don't want to show up to an interview with chip polish or to a business deal with chip polish. Even if you don't have a color on, you should at least have clear. Your nails should be shiny. They should be shaped well. You know, your hands should look good. They should be well manicured.
And you don't want to just go to any place where it's like $2.99 to get your nails done because bad things can happen even on the fingernails, even if it's not the toes like we talked about.
You can get ingrown fingernails.
My gosh.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you can get ingrown fingernails. The thing is, you get what you pay for. So, you know, like when you go and get like one of those cheap meals from McDonald's and later on you get indigestion. It's the same thing with nails.
We don't go to McDonald's. Who are you?
I know, that's what I'm saying. You don't go and get food from places like that because you know it's going to mess with your insides or mess with your outsides.
Your skin, definitely. That's the thing is you always worry about the cleanliness in there.
Exactly.
And how long have they really soaked those tools?
I've seen those behind-the-scene restaurant shows.
Oh, I know. Those are the worst. Well, that's the thing is in the nail salon, there aren't a lot of behind-the-scene shows. You just have to assume.
She's the only one that had the show when she went in the hair salon. You find hair, gunk everywhere. And like, what, bottles and food and, you know, whatever. So.
No, so
don't
you
worry about
definitely
the hair.
Want to go with the best. Go with Chloe of GlamNailz, GlamNailz.com, and text her 313-530-5214. You and your girl, or two girls, two of your friends can show up with you.
You and a friend.
You and a friend can show up. And so tell us, but any events, anything coming up that we should know about?
I don't have anything
we can
new.
Find you, stalk you. She's like, don't stalk me, Jacqi.
You can always stalk me on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter, and I have links to those on my website. I don't have any events coming up just yet. Oh, no. I'm going to actually be at Macy's in October, and I'll post that date on my website. I'm going to be doing an event with Butter London and Essie. They're having a makeup event over there at Macy's North Star.
Makeup event, yummy. So what does that mean? We show up and we get a free makeover? Or?
They do makeovers. I'm going to be doing polish changes and just introducing San Antonio to the Butter London and the Essie polish line.
Wow, how did you get in with them?
Well, one of my clients, she's the manager at Macy's, and she was like, hey, we're having an event. Can you do it? And I've done it for Nordstrom's as well over at La Catera. So I was like, yeah, well, I've done it before. I've done different events. I've done it for Sally Hansen at different Walgreens in the area. So I do events as well.
Awesome. Yeah. So definitely. Now, do you ever do nail parties? Is it anything you're looking to venture into eventually? Or
maybe eventually if it was large enough, because I do have a few technicians that I know in San Antonio, so I would be able to bring a group of us out to take care of like a group of ladies if they had a women's event or if they have like a male sports event.
Fun.
Right. If you have an event, then of course I could pull together a couple of ladies and we can get everybody's nails, manicures and pedicures done.
So how much, so we can tell our viewers, like how much are you averaging, you know, for a nail service, for a pedicure service, or for a combo service, just so they know?
Okay, so for a manicure, which is not an acrylic-based service or anything, a manicure is $25. There's a big difference. They're $25. I have a pronto pedicure, which will get you in and out in about 35 minutes. Yeah, we still do all the callus, and we shape the toenails and do the cuticle service and everything. And that's $35.
Okay. And now what if they want to come in and get the acrylic and get the bling?
If you want to get the acrylic, my acrylic sets start off at $45. Bling nails are $5 each. I have all my pricing on my website. And I do nail art from simple stuff to extravagant stuff. I can do nail art in gel polish. It doesn't matter. I can do nail art in regular polish, and nail art starts at $3 per nail. So they can find you on
Instagram, because I know you post a lot to Instagram.
Yes, I post a lot to Instagram.
So how do they find you on Instagram?
My Instagram is GlamNailz210. So GlamNailz 210.
All right. I know I always see a lot of fun stuff on your Facebook. So tell them your Facebook page.
My Facebook page is GlamNailz by Chloe.
By Chloe, so not just GlamNailz. GlamNailz by Chloe.
Yes.
And then you get to, and she is just like an amazing artist. And I didn't even know that you were going to museums and different places to get inspiration.
Yeah.
That's like huge.
Yeah. You could just I mean, I have stuff in my head, but you know, sometimes I need some outside, you know.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Exactly.
So you definitely want a professional who's going to keep it safe and clean for you. Super important. Safety first. Make sure you find Chloe Reed at www.glamnailz.com or text her at 313-530-5214. And you can find her on Instagram at GlamNailz210 and on her Facebook page, GlamNailz by Chloe. So yay! I'm so excited to have you. And let me see your nails now. So what is this?
This is acrylic. And what I've done is I've snake skinned it and I have glitter on the tips.
Skin and glitter. Oh, that's very September. Now, you know, October, pink month.
Right. It's my birthday month too. So.
Oh my, it's your birthday. It's birthday. So tell me about what we're doing in pink. Because you know that's the thing is that I love pink. I don't know if you can tell or not. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot of pink nail art. I have a lot of ladies that come in and get the bows for cancer and everything else. They have new polishes coming out just for that, so I'll go in to get a few of those today.
I'm excited. Okay, so we have lots of cool and exciting things going on over with Chloe at her new location. Did you give me the exact address? I know it's room 122 at Phoenix Salon Suites.
Yes, it's going to be 1102
US
Highway 281.
Northeast, did you say?
North US Highway 281.
North US Highway 281.
And the zip code is 78258.
78258. So it's a very central location, just up the street from the airport, which is basically the center of town. So don't be late. Make sure you text her. Make sure you set your appointment and arrive 5 minutes early.
Yes.
Just to make sure.
Just to make sure.
All right. Well, thank you so much for logging on with us today at satalktoday.com. Don't forget, tell your friends about our channel on YouTube under Silver Fox Multimedia Studios and stalk us on our